I'm gonna have to tell him about himself. And this is how we do it. Hold up, Benjamin Smith. You're coming in the gates late. Hold up, Benjamin Smith. You coming in the gates late.
No gates late.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Ben just came in on us while I was trying to go live. Good evening, grown folks. Welcome to the Donna Smith Show. I didn't get to sing my little thing to the Donna Smith Show. And this is how we do it on the Donna Smith Show. Hey, and and this is how we do it. We got another doorbell. Who is that? Come on in here. Come on in here with your bad self. Oh Lord, it's Miss Sylvia in the house today. She peeking in. What's up, Sylvia? We can't hear you. Unmute yourself, darling, so that we can do our toast to the hostess with the mostest. Where's those glasses? Where are those glasses?
Oh, they right here.
Ben, I'm gonna need you to be still.
Still? I'm not being still. You ain't gonna punish me.
Where is your glass?
I don't have a gas. I got a bottle.
Miss John Timothy Mills got some darkness in that chocolate.
I like chocolate.
I know you do. I like some chocolate too. Where's yours, Ben?
Some chocolate. Wow. Already starting out on the wrong foot, huh?
Would you hold up your glass, man?
Are you ready? I got my glass.
Oh, you can't see it because all the trees in the background. Okay, the hostess to the mostest. Welcome, you guys.
Yeah.
Clink.
Clink, clink, clink. How's everybody doing? I want to welcome everyone to the Donna Smith Show today, where grown folks talk and do what we do. No question is meant to make anyone feel ruffled, take the color out your hair, none of that. We ain't trying to do all that, you know. Mr. Mims asked me where was my streak today. I told him I don't have the streak today, but it'll be back next time.
Watch out.
Hello, hey. But anyway, we are not meant to offend anyone. I want to welcome Minister John Timothy Mims, Sylvia Hackman, and also Mr. Benjamin Smith. I want to welcome you guys on the panel today. Ben, is there something wrong, dear?
We got a whole lot going on.
Did we did your hair, Sylvia?
No, not yet. I'm gonna probably redo it next week. I'm trying to.
It's still looking good. Still looking good.
It's still looking good, huh? I haven't worn braids in so long. I used to be braid up all the time. I used to love the little singles, the small ones. Oh, I used to love those.
And plus, it started raining. It's just easy for me to just get up, shower, do what I need to do, tie these braids up when I'm getting dressed and out the door. It's so simple. Oh, it just feels so good.
Yeah, I love braids are simple. I mean, a lot of hairdos of today is very simple for us ladies. I mean, you can be so versatile and you can be so relaxed and you can change up. You know, your man don't have to get bored. You know, he may say, well, can you put the streak on tonight, baby? And you say, yeah, let me bring that streak on tonight. And then we even have a name for Miss Streak, you know. And can you bring the curly one over here next week, baby? Yeah, come on. I mean, it's so nice to be able to change up. I know men wish they could do what we do, but
I could do a lot.
Can you change up to her?
I can change it up.
Don't put on no toupees. Don't do it.
Oh no, I don't need to do that. This is by choice.
Oh, okay.
I got full hairline and a cow lick.
Oh, yours ain't back hair.
And a cow lick if I let it grow it. No. No.
No. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He's saying that.
No. You know what? Y'all should have caught me. Last year I did was it last year? You know, the no shave November for uh um recognizing men with
I
cancer.
think I remember that. It was a lot of scrubby looking men
And
just letting stuff
no,
grow out.
I let everything grow in, trimmed it up, had the fade. What? Well, I didn't have
Oh,
it
what?
fade,
What?
but I let it
What?
grow in. But because uh, being on the go and my experiences, moving, keeping
Yeah.
it moving. Once I went this route, I just like it. Like keep the beard simple, keep the mustache thin,
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
it
yeah,
keep it clean.
yeah.
Got keep it clean around the lips.
Yeah, keep the lips clean. That's a good message for
That's what my boy
today.
said too. Remember he
That's a
said
good
that?
message for today. Keep the lips
Like, yeah, that's
clean.
all good. He kept putting that razor on his head and razor on his head. Then he tried to grow it back. You remember?
Oh, I don't use a
Remember Mr.
razor.
Lele? You remember
I
Mr. Lele did that?
don't use a razor.
You don't remember that, Donna?
Ben, yours still holding on a little bit.
I got a little no, but I'm just saying. You remember old boy did that? He kept using a razor on his head.
Oh yeah, I remember him.
And then
Yeah.
he tried to grow it back.
I ain't trying to call nobody out, because that's a sensitive subject. Actually, one of my questions today was about something about baldness. But anyway, let's get going, you
I'll
guys.
break it down.
We
How y'all week been? My week has been fantastic. How y'all week
okay.
been?
I know we're gonna get to that. I want to hear all
Absolutely
about that. We're gonna
wonderful.
get to how y'all's week's been doing and everything else. We just welcomed everybody, so we got that done. And before we go into the hot topics that's happening right now, let's start off with how you guys, what's going on? How was your week? How was your day? How was your weekend? Who wants to go first?
I'm living good this week. I've been chilling. I've seen the mayor twice this week, made some money this week. What else?
Good.
The mayor of your city?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I saw her picture. She had a picture she posted.
Yeah, I'm so short. Do you know I was standing on my tippy toes in that picture?
Oh.
Oh, she's tall, huh?
Short. I mean, it makes me laugh to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You posted a picture on
they're on my pages.
on that page with your products.
Yeah, it's on my pages.
I only know the one page. I only know your product page.
Yeah, it's on that page, and it's also on that same page on Instagram. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Never seen it.
Well, use your eyes.
Yeah, it's
I
a really
never seen
cute, it's a really cute picture, you guys. You have to check it out.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm glad your week was good, Sylvia. It looked like it was. It looked like it was cool. Good things are happening and gonna happen even more so, right?
That's what's up.
That's anticipations. And I'm gonna behave tonight.
What did you let
Well,
her?
I
Did you let
hope
her
you
put
do.
your product on? Did she use your product? Is that why you took a picture with her? She used your product?
No, I took a picture because she was there.
Oh.
She was at the event.
She did the tree lighting in Bayview. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And
for the Christmas trees. Okay. Yeah, real nice.
I heard the personnel in Bayview look a little different now.
Yeah, it does. Like a lot of the places that were industrious aren't so industrious anymore.
Okay.
They're looking a little different. Okay.
That would be good tonight. I'm gonna behave. I'm just
be good. Ben, are those your plants in the back?
Good.
Yes, it is.
Are those yours?
Yes, it is.
That one looks like marijuana.
No, it don't.
What's that one?
Hey.
Why you took the picture off?
What?
What is?
Oh, you want me to move my head?
Yeah.
Oh, it look like no marijuana.
Can you enlighten us on what you're doing there? What is that food? Is it veggie?
Of course that's food.
He's trying to grow tomatoes.
That's collard green. No, you can't grow tomatoes in the wintertime.
Yeah, if you got if you have a window, you can. He's growing collards and some other. It looks like a tomato plant, but I'm not sure.
No tomatoes. That's my summer crop. Matter of fact, I got some tomatoes growing, but that's not these.
And that could potentially be a bell pepper plant.
That's a cucumber.
I don't know.
Is that a cucumber?
No, cucumber is not. No. It's got
Cucumber season.
everything's got a tag on it. It's cauliflowers. It's collard greens. It's the purple thing over there is purple greens. It's broccoli, things of that nature.
Well, good for
But
you.
it's no smoke. Which probably right now that smoke because it's raining today. That smoke will work out real nice. That stuff will be just blooming up.
Be about 6 feet tall, all in one breath.
Oh my God, would it ever?
That's cray.
Yeah, but me, let's see. Okay, so this week I had a real good time. I went to the town night on Friday, and I went to 3 locations. So I went to the West Oakland Youth Center, and they had all the stuff out. And then when I came to the east, I went to Roots Health, and they were just passing out bags, and they had some fish to eat. And then the other location I went to was closed when I got there, which was the shocker because it was only from 6 to 10, and so I did that on Friday. And then on Saturday, I went to the Earn Your Leisure Home Buyers Expo. And so I was there from 9 a.m. until about 6. And so, they brung in some heavy hitters locally. They told you how to get grants, how to get loans. They talked about businesses, how to get your business credit situated, talked about insurances. They had some realtors on there talking about the local area.
Nice.
They had the grant people from the state, the grant people from Richmond, neighborhood housing service, and then they had J.P. Morgan Chase was sponsoring. So it was a whole bunch of J.P. Morgan Chase stuff there. They had 3 or 4 of their people talking. They had some of their managers. And one thing I took away from it is J.P. Morgan Chase is allowing you to get a business coach for free.
Nice.
So if you go to a branch in our area, you can get somebody to help you manage your business. And they said you don't even have to be a customer of Chase. You can just go in. That's part of their commitment. They are committed to giving the minority community $30 billion. I didn't say with an M, I said with a B. $30 billion. And I went a couple of weeks ago with Wells Fargo, that's committed to about $23 billion. So they committed to giving over 50-something billion dollars to the Black and minority community.
Nice.
So yeah.
Very good. Very good information. Very good. So you've been out there. You got a little cold.
I had a good time.
You got a cold while you was out there, huh? But you all right now. You feeling better?
No cold.
Okay, good. Mr. John Timothy Mims, how was your week?
Oh, it was good. Good. Busy, but good.
Okay.
Well, half an hour.
Okay.
But it's always good.
God got you through. He's getting us through. And every day is a new adventure and new challenges for us, right? Right.
Every day. New blessings, new wisdom, new knowledge.
That's nice. Well, I'm glad everybody had a great week. Mine was pretty good, decent. It's the holiday season is among us, and I had to go into a couple of stores, but not too deep, not too bad. But I got a little upset with Amazon because I had gotten my son a baby bed for the new edition that's coming, and it was supposed to arrive here a week ago. And of course, this is the season that stuff disappear, right? So
That bull crap.
never got the package, had to cancel it, reorder, and they gonna ship out another one. Supposed to be here Thursday, but I'm like, I was too through. But other than that, just
No, that
trying to
happens
get
a
it
lot.
in.
That happens a lot when you get bigger items with Amazon because they're not the ones delivering it usually. They deliver it from UPS and from UPS
Yeah.
to the post office. Anything you get delivered to the post office.
Mine
Man,
was
I mean,
UPS, and it was interesting because I was going with the tracking, and then they said that it had made it from Kansas City to Oroville, California. So once it got to Oroville, I was like, okay, it's gonna get here, right? It's on its way. Then the next day it went from Oroville back to Kansas. And I said, why did it go back to Kansas? And then it was just kind of lost.
Broken.
It was broken, you think?
Yep.
You got to look at who's the seller on Amazon. So when you look down there, it could be what they say,
third party,
honored by Amazon or whatever.
Yep.
But the seller is different.
Yeah.
So usually when the seller could be somewhere, and that's the shipping arrangements they do. Because if I get something that's sold by Amazon, just because it's on Amazon doesn't mean it's sold by Amazon. So if I
Gotcha.
get something that's sold by Amazon, a large item, it comes through Amazon. Like I ordered the recliner chair. It came from Amazon because it was sold by Amazon. But when you get something that's not
Hi, Mr. Mitchell. Welcome. We have a Keith Mitchell in the house, new on our panel. I can't see you, but welcome.
Okay.
Yes. So when you get a small someone else, they choose the delivery.
Yes.
So
And I found that out, and I said, wow, okay, that's just how it is. I mean, as long as they give me another one or give me my money back, but it was something that should have been here. So other than that, and trying to work some extra hours, things has been great. Blessings, surprises, unanticipated things happen that I'm like, whoa, thank you. I won't go into all that, but anyway. Anyway.
That's what you bought the bed with, player.
You know what? Stay out of my business. Okay? Stay out of my business. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, grown folks. We're gonna get into the show here. We like to clown around a little bit in the beginning, but I wanted to touch on these boosters that
they about that though. You should tell people so they'll be expecting it.
These boosters that's going on, y'all. Them boosters, them extra booster shots and everything that they trying to get us to do, trying to mandate that we get an additional shot and all that. I just can't deal with it. It's just too much. And also, did you guys hear? There's a new variant. How you say it? Omicron. Omicron.
Yes.
Now this is supposed to have flu-like symptoms, the coughs, the fever, the night sweats, and a lot of body aches and stuff like that. And there's been some that has gotten here in the Bay. Some folks have gotten hit with that. How you doing, Keith Mitchell? Welcome.
Hey,
it's
hello,
always a pleasure. If you just want to listen, you want to chime in sometime, we just love to have you. We just doing what we do. Thank you for coming. Hey.
Thank you.
Yes, long time.
Yes,
So
sir.
anyway, so yeah, and then another thing about, it's not in place yet, but they were having talks about infants also from 6 months from 6 months and up having vaccinations, not the 5 to 12 but the infants with the vaccines for the corona. I mean, I just
that's the flu shot, ain't it?
No,
did the flu shot
no,
from
they're
6
they're
months up.
talking about vaccines
Oh no.
potentially for babies starting at 6 months. I I like to know what y'all think about. I think that's just, I mean, really, come on now. And and there's all these additional boosters. I mean, I don't know if they're just trying to
It's that money.
are we just being guinea pigs around here? What? I mean, every time you turn around, it's an extra booster, it's an extra booster. We got to do another booster. We got this new variant. We got to do another. I mean, it's just too much. I don't even like even speaking on it, but I just thought it would be good to bring this out, especially when I heard of the potential, the thoughts they're kicking around, the idea of 6-month-old babies also having to be vaccinated. And then we may not be fully vaccinated until we get that third one. Well, we won't be fully vaccinated. Some people think they are now because they did 1 and 2. Well, guess what? 1 and 2 will not do.
No, you have to wait 6 months after 1 and 2
to get the booster.
Good. Yeah.
But they were talking about an additional injection other than the booster.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
So the Johnson & Johnson, instead of 1, it would be 2. The Moderna and the Pfizer, instead of 2, it would be 3.
But they said that now, because all of them are approved, that you can pick any of the 3 for your booster.
Oh, just mix it all together.
Ain't that wonderful?
What you say, Mr. Mims? Yeah.
I just want to know, how do you define fully vaccinated? Because at one time it was if you either got your dose of Johnson & Johnson, or if you took the 2 shots of Moderna or Pfizer, when you took your second dose, you were considered fully vaccinated. So when you go to a facility or what have you, and they go to look at your card, they specifically have on their sign that says fully vaccinated are allowed in, right? So that means taking but now you're saying in order to be fully vaccinated, we need to have this booster and whatever
else. You gotta
else.
have the third shot. That's what they're talking. So that's gonna change the game. So that card you got that's saying you fully vaccinated after only 2, that's gonna be not valid. Once they get all this stuff,
So then when we get to 17, we still not fully vaccinated.
Well, hey, I tell you what,
so
what did they do at Kaiser?
What do we call fully vaccinated?
About 5,000 people they fired this week for that? Because they didn't. What, about 5,000 people got fired at Kaiser?
The news said it was about 5,000 people that were,
like AC Transit, they done fired or terminated about another 2,000-3,000.
Yeah.
So I mean, whatever they asking for, if you don't give it to them, you gonna pay the ultimate price. If you don't have another stream of income, you can forget it. So whatever they ask you to do, if you want to stay employed, it's a good idea to do it.
Yeah.
They not
or you're gonna be out here with no unemployment, because they're gonna not approve that, and you're gonna be trying to find another job that dismisses your all the what's the word I want to say, seniority that you had, the money you were making. They're going to be bringing you in at a lower level, and they're going to be requiring you to what? Get vaccinated. Be hired. If you want to be hired, get vaccinated, or you will not be hired. So the thing is, some are saying, why not just stay where I was? I'll have my 15, 20 years in, my pay will be up here. Take the test here, because I'm gonna have to take it there. Unless you got an entrepreneurship plan and you ready to, to charge off with it. But I mean, we can beat this with a dead horse, but I just thought it was very interesting to bring it up, the new variant. Every time I turn around, there's another variant. It was the Delta, is this. I mean, I don't know what's next. And then the children. I mean, they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And the way they're doing with these kids at school now, I mean, my daughter is going through that. You know, her son was sent home 3-4 times because he had a cough. He had a cough. He had to go home. He had to get the rapid test from Walgreens, which is making mad money on us paying $30 for this rapid test. You go and buy it. The schools are not giving you this test. Mommy, daddy got to go buy the test. You got to do the rapid test, and then your child can go back to school after X amount of days. I personally think the schools should be the ones that give the test. If somebody has been exposed at school, the school should have they should have more funding. They should have these tests. They should test these children. Boom. I mean,
you have to sign for it though. You have to give your rights away. If you allow the school to do it, they'll do the test for free. But then you have to sign for them to have the right to test your kid anytime they want to. And so what are you saying then? Because you can get it for free, but it's anytime they want to test them, they can test
it's not any time that they want.
I don't think that's in the clause, is it?
Oh, yes, you have to sign a consent.
Saying what?
That they can test anytime they want.
As the school, depending on the district. Because San Mateo County, they do weekly testing twice a week at some schools. San Francisco is not testing, and I don't understand why. They have these children back in school and they're not testing. And that's far, and y'all know because of my career, that's far as I can go. And, you know, a lot of people are walking around here asymptomatic, but they're coming up positive.
I bet.
And what does that mean? What does that mean, what you just said? Asymptomatic. What does that mean?
It just means without symptoms. You're not displaying the alleged symptoms that they have equated with that disease.
But are you positive?
You are positive.
But you're not systematic. Okay.
Asymptomatic, yeah.
Yeah, you're not.
So I test positive, but I'm not feverish. I'm not coughing. I'm not chilling. I'm not doing none of that. I'm walking around like
fever and chills. That's more of the flu. Fever and chills is
it's really confusing because now they got you taking the flu shot too. And you know, in my career where I work, I have to do that. So I had to go and take the flu shot. And, you know, I was feeling some kind of way after taking the flu shot. And the thing is, you're so confused as to, I mean, I was told you could take the flu shot the same day you take the COVID vaccine.
They want you to take the flu shot, the vaccine, if you're old enough, the shingles, and it's another shot they want you to take it, all 4 of them the same day.
That's a trick to the shingles because the shingles and chickenpox, same identical disease.
Right.
I've had chickenpox. I already have it. It's on my, and believe it or not, everything that you've ever come in contact with is on your blood strand. So your blood has made a DNA strand of it. So if I come in contact with shingles, my body already have immunity against it.
That's why somebody had told me that their blood, they did blood samples for something, and their blood had indicated that they had been exposed to Hep C, but they didn't have it, but it showed in the blood test that they had been exposed to it. I wasn't quite sure.
With hepatitis C, I don't understand. But Hep B, there is a vaccine against Hep B because I had to get it.
Well, Hep C is can be what the sexually transmitted. Yeah.
Well, no, it's not sexually. It's any type of blood exposure.
So using needles, getting loaded, all that kind of stuff. Okay.
Right. So
well, good stuff, you guys. Good stuff. Wow, deep. We're gonna move from that because that COVID thing is an interesting topic. We can use the whole show talking about that. And I don't want to do that, you guys. We have got to move on. We've got to move on to guess what?
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh, Tim.
Our inquiring minds want to know question. Hey, y'all favorite part of the show. One of you, not y'all on the panel, but one of y'all out here in this world came to me with an interesting dilemma.
How you know it didn't come from nobody off the panel?
They want us to try to help them.
Because she's telling y'all. She's telling y'all.
They want us to help them dissect this issue, okay? And I want y'all to be straight up, be gentle, be nice. Okay, it goes like this. Why is it that some women don't ask men for small things any longer, such as, can you pay my Metro bill, my PG&E, let me finish, my PG&E bill, my car insurance bill, etc. But no, they want their car note paid, their kids' private school bill paid, their mortgage paid, their rent, or even child support if she owes any. They are so right out bold with it nowadays. And some haven't even given up that ass yet.
No, he didn't.
One woman told me that if no cash, no ass. Man. I went ahead and dumped her. If she gets my cash, especially big lumps of it, the ass must be laid on the table first, not afterwards.
Well,
let me finish. Is this a selfish way of thinking? No man I know is falling for the okie doke unless he's insecure, unstable, or desperate. I'd love to hear some grown folk feedback on this delicate topic.
Go ahead, John. He over there grinning and skinning like the cat who ate the
Why you put John on the spot?
What you talking about? I'm just listening.
Now I did, if you want me to recap anything, I will. It was a long question, but you guys got the gist of it, right?
Go ahead.
He looked like he's saying he's I guess he looks like a big bag of money every time he walks in the room. And so he's getting asked on a regular basis for the big items. And
instead of the little items like the Metro bills.
I mean, wow. Okay. But it looked like he's doing the what do you say, passing ships in the night. So he's not really a stick around type dude. So
she hasn't given him any ass, but she's
asking the one
for
he
the
let
cash.
go, but the other ones are, because hey, if you're asking for a big ticket item, and if somebody's spending $300-400 on, paying your car note, I would imagine, but that's his requirement. So I get, it sounds like he's into prostitution. That's really what it sounds like.
Man, that's not nice. The gentleman needs some help, not no ridicule. Come on now.
I'm just saying, everybody ain't gonna ask you for those when they first see you. They dry begging.
I know where he's been. He on sugardaddies.com. That's what he doing.
There you go. Sugar daddies and sugar baby. Ain't it a sugar baby one too? Yeah, on sugar baby. Yeah.
That's what he said.
But he said if it's not on the table first, he shouldn't be paying, right? I'm just throwing this out there.
That's what he said.
Ain't that what he said?
He's making it seem like he's willing, gentlemen. I mean, whoever you are.
But it needs to be on the table. He's saying
he wants to pay. It ain't the problem is not paying. The problem is
it ain't been on the table first.
She's wanting all these big things, number one, and then she's not presenting the ass on the table. So he's saying before he even go there, the ass he should be getting plenty ass. He should be getting plenty ass.
I ain't never went to a restaurant and paid for my meal first.
I ain't going there with that one.
There you go, my brother.
I'm just playing.
No, you ain't.
No,
No, you ain't. No, you ain't. No, you
You
ain't.
pay for your meal and then you
No,
pay
because
for
I
your
heard him.
meal. And then
That
the
just
food
came
comes.
to me when he said, you know, he wanted on the table first, and I just thought
He
about
want to
a
ask.
restaurant, your
I mean, but
meal.
okay, let's keep it 100. Yeah, I know what you was thinking, John.
No.
But I'm just saying, I mean, do men typically, is this, I want to get feedback from the men. I
It
want to
ain't just
understand.
men now.
Is
Don't
it
put us in
some men, not all
women do
men,
that
but do
too.
some
Women do that
men,
too.
some
What if-
men are just very giving. They love or care for their woman.
Yeah.
They want to help her out if they can, blah, blah, blah. But most of them are at a point where they at least are,
Look, ain't nobody got.
they riding that bike per se. You know what I'm
But
saying?
but he started out saying, "What's up with this? That
Look,
women are not no longer asking for little things; they're
first,
asking for big things." So evidently,
Ticket
he's
item.
saying it's a shift. It's a shift that's taking place from when they
okay.
would ask for little things, and
Yeah,
now
he used
they're
to ask for a
asking
bag of weed,
for bigger things.
some
You know,
liquor. They ain't asking for that
That's
no
when
more.
weed was $5-10 a bag for like 100 joints. It ain't like that no more.
so
Oh my
You
God.
get 2 or 3 joints for like $50. You know
I
what I'm
guess
saying? It's
so.
totally different.
It sounds like to me he's saying since there's been a shift in the asking, then there needs to be a shift, I guess in on his part of receiving,
He
you
want the
know.
ass on the table. He want to get some ass.
But he
Hey,
said,
hey, read that one more time. So I
but
can get
trip off the
my
beginning
I should
because
record this chuckle.
because it is a trip that he says, women. That's why I started laughing at first when he said they no longer ask for the little things anymore. And
They
they're
asking
asking
for
for
the
the
big
big
things.
things.
So he says, why is it that some women don't ask men for small things any longer, such as, can you pay my Metro bill, my PG&E bill, my car insurance bill, etc.? But no, they want their car note paid, their kids' private school bill paid, their mortgage paid, rent paid, and even child support if she owes it. They are so right out bold with it. And some haven't even given up that ass yet. One woman told me that if no cash, no ass. So I dumped her.
That's fine.
If she gets my cash, especially big lumps of it, the ass must be laid on the table first, not afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Is this selfish way of thinking? No man I know is falling for the okie doke unless he's insecure, unstable, or desperate. I'd like to hear what you grown folks have to say about this.
Then he lumped all his boys into it. No man I know. So that means he got a whole clan of people that is on this same situation. Wow. Him and his boys all sitting around the table talking about it.
Well, they tricking. It's not tricking if you got it.
Okay.
Oh,
now you throwing in hip hop tunes now. Okay.
She throwing in game, recognized game, I guess.
Well,
she said it ain't tricking if you
I don't get that, because if he don't got it, then how is it tricking? Then how do you trick without it? How do you trick without it?
You can't.
So therefore, if you got it, you have the capability, or you have the access or whatever it is to trick.
Hey.
So I don't see how it ain't tricking if you ain't. It's not tricking if you got it.
Because he talking about having some booty on the table. Hey, look, if you got it like that, bro, do thug dizzle.
He wants some booty on the table. She asking for big things. She want her mortgage paid. And she want her car note paid.
Even the child support is sometimes. He said
she want her kids' school tuition paid. And we know that ain't cheap.
I'll tell you a secret. This woman can afford all those things, apparently, because he's new to the scene. And she's asking if he can accommodate those things. Trust me, those things are being paid. And if you can't yet, then why is she gonna deal with you? So you want something, she needs something.
Well,
And then,
if it's already being paid, then she don't need it.
yeah, she do. Yeah, she
Why
do.
she need it? Why she need it?
The best thing that she can give you, and that's herself. So I'm gonna give you the best thing I can give you, and that's me, and I don't get nothing out of it.
But evidently, he's saying she ain't even giving him her.
Well, he shouldn't be on her hotline. Bye, bye, bye. It's real easy.
I mean, I
You
can
know,
understand somewhat what Sylvia's saying. I understand what you're saying, Mr. Mims.
You have to be able to meet a person.
You gotta meet them halfway. Yeah, you gotta. I mean,
They want a woman who know how to cook. They want her to be conservative in the streets, but in the sheets, you want what you need to be done to handle. Okay, well, she all that. It's a whole lot of things that she need handled, just like you. So I'm just saying, you can't have it.
that's why relationships is messed up right now. Folks is in these relationships with no purpose. They get in these relationships on this exchange policy, you know, instead of on a policy of pouring into one another and building on something that they both are capable to give into. So it's this exchange thing, and that's where everybody mess up. Because when you in a relationship with the purpose evidently should be that we plan to go further in this and grow together. So if I'm with someone and we're exercising to get to that point of we're going to continue this relationship, and I'm just going to say in marriage or what have you, then you start doing things and if you're living in the same household, I don't know, but you start doing things because your concern is for the household. It's no longer about what I can get out of you or what you can get out of me, but it's more about it's about taking care of us.
it's about
And when
we.
and then
We.
so when you're taking care of us, you start to do things, you kind of pay for things. You kind of have I guess you want to say, you have this, you start budgeting and doing things together. But when it's like, pay this and I'll give you this, or
That's all it is to it. Ain't no reason to try to break this down any further.
you don't
Look,
get this,
So what are
and
we
I
gonna
won't
tell?
give you this.
What are we gonna tell this gentleman? What are we gonna tell him?
If
What advice are we gonna give him?
Advance your mind and stop paying people to just have sex with you, and start trying to find a relationship so that you worth more than just a dollar sign. Just because you're a man and you may be a little older and you got a nice situation about you, don't mean you gotta be a bag of money every time you show up, bro. Try to find somebody and find people that's more advanced than this superficial stuff that you running around asking people that got sent a question about. You knew when you asked the question it was something wrong with what you was asking, and you should have never asked that because you knew you got no business running around trying to drop your money on people just because you having sex with them. That's you got a $20,000-$30,000 piece of booty. Is that what we doing right now? Because that's what you're talking about. House no, car no, paying people's tuitions and stuff. So what are you doing, bro? All this so you can break up with somebody 6 months later and she can go to somebody else? Why are you starting that? That's
well, he
stupid.
said he dumped the other woman he had before her that said no ass, no cash. I mean, no cash, no ass.
He doing something to make the women think he a trick. I'm being honest.
Well, he's probably a giving brother, and he's probably starting out just doing giving things because he's caring for her and he's emotionally attached to her, and he wants to, a lot of men will do that if they really are feeling you and into you. It's like a woman is going to do what she does if she's really into you.
Okay.
But the nice guys finish last sometime. I mean, it's like, I don't think he's really buying. He's not paying to have this. It's just his character of how he,
Look at you trying to do these up. You know darn well that's what he's doing. Donna, stop it. You're just trying to keep him as somebody on your site. Come on, Donna. All he's doing is paying somebody for some booty.
I'm not. I'm trying to be I'm trying to be diplomatic. I'm trying to look at this both sides of the coin in a very positive way.
Yeah. You know,
There are men who are giving like that. I mean, I don't think they're being stupid for doing it unless it's the wrong woman that they're doing these things for.
some people aren't used, or some women aren't used to when a man does what he's always known to do. When it's open, like opening the door, presenting himself in a certain way, paying for dinner, or maybe saying, "Hey, I'll bring a few sticks over and she's cooking it or whatever, a few sticks of groceries or what have you."
Yeah.
When he's doing certain things, let me get that for you, because he may recognize there's a need and he's willing to help, with that or whatever. So sometimes they you got to help me with this, misread that
Okay.
and take it as, oh, this cat, like it said, it comes off as this cat seemed like he's a trick or whatever. When in actuality, he's just doing things based on what he knows to do
He's
as a
just a
man.
nice guy.
As a man. And a lot of women now, what I notice, when you do certain things, because there are some men who no longer carry out, we can say, the attributes of chivalry. They don't open the door, they don't present themselves in a certain way, they don't go to her door to go get her, they sit in the car and honk the horn, these different things. They
Yeah.
go to the restaurant, they don't, I mean, there's different things you can do even at the restaurant. Pull out her chair, escort her to the bathroom or whatever, even stand up when she removes herself from the table. There's so many different things, and a lot of men don't carry out these different things nowadays because of our lack of teaching in over time, But so when some when some men are doing it and women experience it, they don't see it as the chivalry. They see it as this cat's a trick, or he's easy to get over on.
So anyway, I'm gonna tell you just like this here. That man is doing something and he's dealing with people that don't see the positive in him. It is something about him that he has to rearrange. We can ask for anything. A man can ask for anything. People who meet and screw on Monday and they just met at 5 o'clock Sunday evening, some tend to, because that chemistry is so good and so strong, they stay together. Within the first 2 to 3 conversations where this can go with you. If you have that chemistry. So just when they start asking for things like that, you don't have to do it. People can ask you for anything they want and within your grasp. But you don't have to do that, because who was paying your car note previously? Who was paying all these things previously?
They were.
Okay, my point exactly. So if you was paying them before I came along, I tell you personally, on a personal, I don't ask a man to do anything for me that I can't do within my own reach, because the moment you no longer doing it and we go our separate ways,
Yeah,
I will still be needing those things. So it's your choice. She's not forcing you to do any of those things. People ask for things that they need. Okay, so she has a car. The car note may need to be paid. We don't know if she fell on hard times, but if she wasn't working before you got her, and now you're with her and she's not working and she has a car note, somebody was paying that car note. Somebody was paying for that private school.
it was either her or John Blow before him.
Why can't
Right?
be
I
John
mean,
Blow? Why can't it be Mark Blow or David Blow? Or
The whole thing is my point exactly.
nothing personal, John. That was not, it just seemed to be, it just was a nice fit.
Joe Blow, not John Blow, Joe Blow.
And the bottom line is, it was being paid, no matter how you look at it. It was being paid. There's times, like I tell people all the time, one guy was trying to get to know me. I said, let me tell you what you can't do for me. You can't pay my car note. You can't pay my car insurance. You can't pay my rent. You can't buy my jewelry. You know why? Because I can do it all. You got to do something for me that I can't do for myself. I'm not saying at a point when we're together that, hey, look, I fell short this month. Can you grab my car note? Can you grab this? But the point is, when you walk away, I still got to pay that car note. That rent is going to go on until either I buy a house. If I have a house, that mortgage is going to go on for probably 30 years. You know, so if those things are not being handled, and whoever the man was that was handling them before I came along, it might have been your husband. You might have been in a long, we don't know what the priors to are, but it's not his responsibility to start cashing out. So if they're coming at you like this, you know, you got to investigate the women you dealing with. Now, from the outside looking in, it sounds like to me, your ass on sugardaddy.com. I'm not saying
sugardaddy.com.
Yeah.
Y'all check that out and let me know how that is, because I don't do sugardaddy.com.
But that's just what
I don't know if he on sugar daddy,
You're not supposed to give an
because he
advertisement
said
unless they change
he
it.
said he walked away from
He
the
walked
last
away
one.
from the other woman.
So
who
he don't seem like he's on a sugar daddy
it's
concept.
way. I didn't say that's what it is. Don't take my interpretation
No,
and run.
I'm just relax. I'm just
Maybe
saying
on
he
maybe
doesn't.
on sponsormama.com.
Okay,
maybe.
we
Maybe
gonna
it's
wrap it
sponsor.
up, but we got to tell this guy something so we can move to the next question. Y'all doing a whole lot.
He got to investigate himself.
Okay, I heard that part,
Right.
and we say what everybody else say. Y'all agree with that? He need to investigate. Mr. Keith Mitchell, you just smiling. You think we just you got something to say about this? We ain't forgot about you.
Yeah. You know, one thing I want to say is it sounds like the gentleman, he keeps running into the same issues with women. So wherever he's looking for these women at, he need to change that whole social dating structure he got going on.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
Because he keep running into the same problem.
Because the woman before that, yep. Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So he asking for help. You know, I remember in the day it say you find a good woman in the church. You know, you find a good woman with a career. You find it's the type of women he looking for is the problem. He need help on the type of women he need to be looking for. Because it sounds like he looking for women in the clubs and juke joints and wherever else.
Or he's looking for needy women.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
some people are looking for needy women and men.
Because he a needy man. He might be a needy man.
Yeah.
You know, so
good
but the dialogue, it's a beautiful dialogue.
Mm-hmm.
And but it's like the brother was saying, the minister, about the shift, the moral shift, the morals now. We don't have them old grandma values. All our values come from hip hop and music and entertainment.
And the bulk of them are married. The bulk of your entertainers that's telling you this foolery, they're married and been with these women over 10 and 15 years and still in their marriages. So if you allow their lyrics to structure you and to mold you, that's really sad.
Well, like what Mr. Mitchell was saying, the morals and everything has definitely shifted. And it's, we're in a hip hop world and focus. And, some points John made also about chivalry. Is it chivalry or chivalry? I always get that one mixed up. Chivalry.
You got it, chivalry. Yep.
Where it seems to have gone. I mean, just being a single woman and dating here and there, even though I don't waste my time with nothing that seems to be red flaggish, but things have definitely changed. And people who come to me and tell me certain things too, well, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. I mean, I watch and I observe. Pulling up at the gas station, sometimes it's a man in the car while the woman is out pumping the gas. I don't get that. Unless his legs is amputated, or his arms is gone, there's no reason why his woman should be pumping the gas.
It's a
And
reason.
he's sitting in the car.
It's home training. The people see what happened is from coming from the crack era till now. People have lost they lost their fathers, they lost their mothers, they lost their families. The grandparents was raising them. So a lot of that stuff that you would think is coming from your generation and people to understand, they don't have that at all. It's people 30, 40 years old that have no idea these are the things I'm supposed to do to take care of my woman. They have no idea. They have no idea what the roles are supposed to be. They have no idea a lot of times how to even take care of themselves. So, and women are gravitating towards these people that don't have anything in that area. So that's saying they don't have anything in that area. So it's the blind leading the blind. It's two sets of blind folks leading each other
it's
around.
sad. I mean, and like you say, people don't know. That leads me to another question that I had to this evening regarding, some women are sometimes too bossy when it comes to their men in relationships. They seem to deny their man the benefits of being a real man by slaying them with their mouths. So talking down about him, making him feel less than a man, things of that nature. Is this really true? I mean, I hear some women that say they badmouth their men because they deserve it. He deserve it because he ain't gonna be nothing. He ain't nothing. He ain't never did right by me. So he deserved to be talked to that way. He deserved to be ridiculed. He deserved to be made to feel less than a man. Because why? Because he don't have a job right now. He was laid off his job. He's not working. So he's not a man.
That right there, that whole, I have talked with people about these conversations, and I have friends in my life, and I've told them that before. I'm like, you can't teach a man how to be a man, and you can't be a woman and a man too. And you wonder why he is in his house and you in your house, and y'all can't seem to come to the meeting of the minds. I don't know when that shift occurred. Like being said, it probably occurred around the hardcore heavy crack era, when those things 2 or 3 generations before have been lost. And anytime you get these men, 9 out of 10, I personally, I tell you, I've never dated a dope dealer, and that's just something I didn't do. Did I live in a project? Yes. Did I date a dope dealer? No. Did I meet some bums that were not dope dealers or whatnot here? Yeah, I met a few bum people in my life, but they were bums when I met them. So if you're not considered to be worthy of what it is that person is looking for, leave them where they at. You cannot raise somebody who's already been raised.
Well, yeah, if you want to call it raised, but I think in terms of like the question is, women just being too bossy, and some women degrading the man based on things of, maybe this is her upbringing. Maybe she lived that life of being the man was always ridiculed or downed or whatever in her household. Perhaps she is a woman who have been a single mother, who have had a couple of riffraff type of men and is very bitter. So her outlook moving forward, because she hasn't healed from the badgering that she's had, her safety net is to degrade and badger the man so that she can keep her empowerment, because she has been the strength of the family unit. She has been the one that's been taking care of the children. She has been the one that has been working, making sure everything is wonderful at home, the best that she can. And so by her being in that strength of a role, a man comes around, a real man that wants to be a real man, she belittles him. She chops him up. She makes him feel less than. Why? Why does she do that? Because she wants to keep the empowerment, because she wants to be the one that stays in the higher ranks, because she wants to wear the pants. I mean, why does she do that?
You know what?
John, uncover your
me?
face. I know when you doing that. I know what you thinking.
But you know what's the killer to me though? The problem with that is that every time we have a woman that's abusive to a man, we always try to find a reason why they are. We always try to justify them. But when a man is abusing a woman, everybody can jump on him and beat him down. And abuse is abuse. Regardless if you're a strong person or a weak person or whatever, if you're abusing somebody, rather it's with your fist or with your, because there's some women that put their man in jail every 5 minutes just because they keeping him in his face. They not doing it because he's done anything to them. They doing it to let him know I can do whatever I want to do to you. It's abusive people on both sides of the world. And to give people the opportunity to abuse you just because they're a female is not cool. Abuser is abuser. Just let them be what
I agree.
That's what that is.
I agree.
I'm a strong woman because this and this. Okay, if you 30, 40 years old, you have time, you've been around people, somebody told you that's not the way to act, go get yourself together. Go talk to somebody, go listen to somebody, go do something. But don't keep abusing people, because not only are you beating them up, you beating yourself up. Because the man that could have been the greatest for you, you ruined your relationship with him. So now you back out here trying to do the same thing over and over again. The abusers are abusers, whether they women or men. Hey, but if you that person, get you some help. Because I know how to get men help. We got anger management groups and all kinds of stuff that we put you right in 100 times, but it's really not that plentiful for women. They don't get up in front of the judge as much as men do, unless they really done did something to them. They done cut you up, or they done crash you, or they almost done killed. It's cases that I've heard about or experienced or talked about where you would sit around like, what in the world? Why was she that angry?
She need help. Like I said, whoever it is, or like being said, I said it too. Either side of the fence, you need to go get your ass some help. It's something wrong with you. And being a strong woman, because I'm a strong Black woman. Why am I a strong Black woman? Because I get up every day, regardless to any relationship that I've been in with my children and their father. I still went to work. That didn't make me better than him. I still pay my car note. I still paid my car insurance. And just because I work a 9 to 5 and can pay my own bills, you still know how to be submissive to your man. That makes you a strong woman. That does not make you weak.
It doesn't. And I totally agree.
The biggest problem. Now, when I be like, hey, can you grab this bill for me? And I want to do it, was never an issue. Did they pay the bills when they were in the house? Yes. Did they go half? Yes. Why? Because they were there. But just because I work a 9 to 5 and this apartment is in my name, that does not make me stronger than you.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's true. And John, I know you had some thoughts about this. And Keith, was you finished? I know we kind of cut you off a little bit. You said what you had to say about that?
Oh, no.
Before we switch it to John, were you?
Yeah, everybody's on point with that.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure we all have our own personal experiences. I mean, I love a bossy woman. I grew up in a matriarch household, but it's how you treat each other. That's very important. The respect, the tone of how you talk to each other. But man, I'm very supportive. I'm my woman's biggest fan. If I had a woman, I'd be her biggest fan. And sometimes I need to be checked. Sometimes I need to be talked hard to, because I need to know where I'm falling short at. Like I say, we have a lot of insecurities plaguing our community, and unfortunately, is we're passing it down to our children.
Mm.
You know,
Unfortunately,
uh,
yes.
and it's sad. It's an epidemic. You know, we don't know how to listen no more. Well,
Mm-hmm.
we lost how to listen. We lost how to communicate. We lost how to, interact with one another. And
Mm-hmm.
it all stems from, you know, insecurity, fear of losing one another, a feeling that you're gonna take advantage of me or whatever, because we all go carry into the next relationship what we gathered from the first relationship.
Yep.
So if you in a multiplicity of relationships going into the next, you carrying all that baggage with you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what you learn in the first relationship. Like you said, it could be in the household. So if you don't never get it checked, you go continue to grow in into it more and more. Then it's like trying to teach a dog a new trick. It
Absolutely. It's a
right.
vicious cycle. It's a cycle. It's a cycle that sometimes it's hard for people to get off that roller coaster. It's especially if you don't get help for or identify that the
Right.
issue is perhaps you too, and that you need to get help for it. John, what do you have to say about it,
But
or if
uh,
anything?
I'm kind of like what Brother Keith was saying about, growing up in a certain type of household, but this to the question, to the statement that was made about cutting them down, saying these things that ridiculed the guy or made him
Yes.
feel lower than what he is. This has went on for a long time in our history. And
Mm-hmm.
this is why a lot of families, if you really look back, men had left the household. A lot of men had left the household, not because of just what was said to him, but he took it and he started believing it himself. And he believed that he wasn't worthy of being able to take care of his family or what have you. So a
Mm-hmm.
lot of men left home believing that their absence would benefit the family, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And so the problem what we have is that anytime there's a situation in the household, and no matter where we think it or who we think it falls on,
Mm-hmm.
we've gotten away from the moral structure or the unspoken structure of our roles, you know. And I don't mean the woman in the kitchen and the man always with work, but I mean the roles of being supportive to one another,
Mm-hmm.
building each other up. You know, I remember hearing times when things got rough, my mom building my father up, you know, building him up, letting him know, even when he, in his mind, thought things were his fault. Something took place and it was his fault, but it was
Mm-hmm.
the building up of him, and to being in supportive and encouraging him. When you cut down, some people cut down a person and they think that's a way of motivating that person. And a lot of times that motivation actually, with the type of motivation that takes place, is a negative motivation, a motivation where that person gone to believe everything you said
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
they moved in another direction where they
Mm-hmm.
abandoned their families, you know. So, this cutting down, uh or of that, based on what you said, I don't think it should go on either way, because sometimes in a household there's been times when men came home, and because the wife or the woman of the house didn't do certain things, he cut her down, you know, probably didn't make her feel as beautiful, or didn't make her feel that her value, the things that she um, offered to the household, or that she contribute to the household, wasn't of any value, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So this actually goes on back and forth, you know. And so it really goes back again to what you supposed to be pouring into the other, and the other should be pouring into you.
Exactly.
Therefore, when you're pouring into one another,
Mm-hmm.
your cups never run empty, you know, and that's the problem. No one, a lot of folks are not willing to pour into someone, even in the midst of whatever is going on. Because sometimes the situation can be uncomfortable. Sometimes you have a great concern because you feel, how are the bills going to get paid? How is this going to get done? How is that going to get done? Or what have you. And but when you're angry with, or when you're pointing fingers at one another, there's no way you can think clearly, one, to even begin to try to come to trying to solve the situation. Anytime there anything that's else is going outside of how can we fix this,
Mm-hmm.
anytime anything else is going on in your head, it's a blockage, so you can't even take the first step to even get to the place of where you need to be. And this
Yes.
is the problem. And like we're talking of um, Sylvia and Ben saying, about abuse, and Sylvia's talking about being a strong woman. The thing is, when you're in a relationship, a woman should be strong, and she should be the boss of the areas that she is taking responsibility, that she has taken responsibility, not what she's been assigned to, but what she has taken responsibility of, you know. And the same way for the man, the thing that he is taking responsibility of, he should be the boss of that. But this is the thing, even though you're the boss,
Mm-hmm.
you still need each other's help.
You
No
do.
matter what, you still need each other's help. Because the one thing about it, they say, we have this saying of, well, where I'm weak, she is strong. Well, check this out. Then there's no weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Because if what we take is supposed to be my weakness, but you're strong in that area, but we're together. So that's my strength as well. So therefore, there is no weakness in this relationship, you know, and that's where we get away from.
It's
Too
a
many
host of it's a host
we
of strength.
and it goes so much deeper. But if
Mm-hmm.
we were to just to stay on the surface and recognize that what we bring for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And in the
Absolutely.
midst of whatever is going on, we're to do this together. There's no blame. There's no, you know,
Mm-hmm.
disillusion as one is not valuable or whatever. But we build, and I've seen that. That's the thing. I've seen that take place
Mm-hmm.
in relationships. So we can't say that it's not impossible or it doesn't exist, but it's the willingness.
It's the
What are you
willingness from
willing
both.
to
Yeah.
do? What are you willing to offer when it comes to this relationship? And
Wow, this
and
is
that's
this
where
is
we're
good
lacking.
stuff. Good stuff, you guys.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
You guys have all just
Yeah,
brought the
that was
heat,
wonderful.
man. Just
Yeah.
bring the
Yeah, yeah.
heat. I can't even finish up with my sexual question of the night. I have to.
Uh-oh.
You
I
got you
We're
got
can't
you
gonna
even
got
go. I
you
can't
got
even go
13
there.
minutes. You got 13 minutes,
Y'all,
14.
I can't even go there with that because y'all done just brought the fire.
okay.
Making me think about this togetherness. But I do want to ask y'all. I do want to ask y'all this one more last little thing right here, right here, right here, right here, right here. Okay. Y'all all know about positions, right? There's different positions, right?
Are we talking about football, baseball? What are we talking about?
This ain't no sports show. You
She
better
talking
quit
I-
playing.
Donna
You better
Lowe.
quit playing with me. This is grown folks.
Hey,
COO.
hey,
Career.
sex is athleticism. Sex is about athleticism.
Hey, tell him, Keith. Tell him.
Yeah.
Keith on the show the first time, and he letting y'all know what's really going on. Okay,
Sex
So-
is about athleticism.
that's
Well,
right.
there you
So
go.
you can call it whatever you want to call it, golfing, bowling, football, whatever. But it's this thing about positions.
Mm.
So
Please don't ask nobody their personal position.
what position
Oh,
have
Lord.
you tried, viewing audience on YouTube, my panel on Zoom, and anybody else that's watching that just may want to chime in? What position have you tried that rocked your world, and why?
Did we have this before? Was that a question before?
No.
I've never heard that one before, man.
John, don't be trying to get out of it. I know you wiping your forehead for a reason. You may want to pass.
He
you
gonna
know
be
what?
quiet on this one.
Oh,
We ain't
dude,
gotta worry
yeah.
about John talking
I'm
about
hey,
this one.
Here. I'm gonna do it like this.
You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. I tell you what freedom is. Anyway, y'all, it got to be. It's that one position. Everybody, I want variety because I know everybody. Some folks need to hear this because they want to try new positions.
No.
So what's
What is it
that?
like?
What's
It's like
a position?
Doritos. It's
Huh?
like Dorito chips. You can't just have one. It's like Dorito chips. There you go.
It
You
has
can't
to
just
be
have
that one though that has really rocked your world. Why y'all scared? Why y'all scared? Even Sylvia that got all this, she ain't saying nothing.
Yeah,
the one that do
where's
it all
Sister
the time
Sylvia at?
Yeah, what's Sylvia at? What's Sylvia at, Keith? Come on,
It's
Sylvia.
not the one that's face to face.
Sister
The one that do
Sylvia
it
at?
all the time is the one that's not face to face.
I tell y'all that. I mean, it's a limit to the stuff we don't talk about.
That's the one that do it that rocks my world all the
It
time.
said, what's the wildest? The wildest section.
Wildest.
I'm not
The
telling
I'm
you
talking about
wildest.
rocking the mic. The rock the mic do it a lot. That rock the mic is.
Okay, give some specifics, Ben. What is rock the mic?
I'll share the wildest.
Okay, what's the wildest?
Driving on the freeway.
Uh-oh. In
And
a big wheeler? I can't hear you. You must not telling the truth because you keep going, your microphone keep going in and out.
No, I was driving in a Cadillac.
Uh-oh.
This when I was, and I was driving.
Okay.
And she was doing what she was doing.
While you was driving?
Yeah.
And did you hit a truck? Did
you still have that Cadillac? Do you still have that Cadillac?
No, that Cadillac gone. I didn't tear nothing up, but I was surprised.
Oh, she brought out the surprise on you.
Yeah, she turned me out.
So that's what made it wild. That's why you never forget that, huh?
And it never happened again.
Wow.
Oh, just one time? Damn.
Well, he ain't with her no more. But have you thought about maybe asking like women that you've been with after her? Have you asked them to kind of repeat that scenario?
No, because I'm not a freak.
Uh-oh.
I just needed that one time experience was enough for me.
It opened up your eyes and your nose.
So you didn't ask. You just got blessed. You didn't ask.
Yeah,
right?
I got blessed. There you go. I got anointed.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that was some wild stuff for you.
Yeah, that was real wild. You riding on the freeway, you supposed to have, you supposed to be in total control on that highway. You doing all kind of speeds and stuff.
Uh-oh.
She calling you right now. You watching the Donna Smith show. You better watch out, my brother. You better watch out. 1, 2, 3. He didn't mean nothing, lady. He didn't mean nothing. He just having
all
a good
respect.
time.
He
didn't
I'm just
get no
sharing my
name.
wildest story.
That's your wild. Okay, thank you for sharing that. That's something. That's giving people some ideas. The freeway.
And I'm just trying to give people the incentive that it's okay. It's all right to share. We ain't mentioning no names.
That's right.
Like that.
That's right. Right. That's what I'm talking about. That's the wildest sexual position. What has been your wildest sexual position? Now, I have asked the question before, where's been the wildest place you've ever did it? People say in the car, this, that. But this is a sexual position.
Somebody was on a boat, wasn't they?
The sexual position that you tried, that you went on and tried, a new position, something that rocked you, that curled your toes. Huh?
No, I'm not telling you nothing. It was 2. I ain't telling you nothing.
We can't know about them 2, at least 1.
Now go ahead and
Well,
so we talking about
make one up.
or?
I
We gotta
said
get good rates.
position.
At least we knew it was 2.
Ben, what's going on with your cat daddy?
I'm trying. I'm thinking about situations, not positions.
All right now.
If you can't think of a position, give us a situation. But I would love to see if the position of you standing on your head, did that work?
No.
You doing the butterfly, you doing the helicopter. I mean, what is it? Was you trying to fly?
No, I was coming back from Toronto. I went up to Toronto, Canada, and I was coming back on the road, and me and the partner at the time got frisky, and we pulled over in the Jehovah Witness parking lot, and
Ben, shame on you.
we got witness too in the parking lot.
Shame on you.
Like, amen.
You couldn't find no other parking lot?
Yeah, that was safe sex.
Amen.
Right there.
Amen. There you go. Amen.
Oh Lord. I'm sorry,
safe as
y'all.
you can get.
He didn't mean that. He was young.
You didn't have to worry about nobody doing that to you, just like
I don't know if I could have pulled over in Jehovah's parking lot though. I would have had to go down to 7-Eleven or something. It just
that's where you get caught at the 7-Eleven.
If you go in the back where the dumpsters are, they don't know.
Oh no, you really.
Oh, that's nasty. That's dirty.
That's where the police go and get their coffee at is at 7-Eleven.
You gonna be in the car.
Well,
John, don't be even shaking your head. Okay, I said position. Y'all
okay, Donna, tell us, Donna.
Tell me your position.
Donna, tell us, Donna. What was
Sister Donna, what was your position?
Amen.
Sister Donna.
I don't know.
Here you go.
She didn't grab the glass of milk.
It before
she didn't grab the glass of milk.
No, I shared it on my show.
She thought about it. She know what she wanted to say. And you said, I ain't gonna say that one.
I shared it before about my position on the couch.
On that boat.
With somebody. No, the boat, that was one, but on the couch and found out he didn't have but one leg.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh man, that was a magic trick.
Yeah, and you know how you had to accommodate the situation.
Well,
it was quite interesting. I never knew.
That was beautiful.
I never knew they only had one leg because they had one of those prosthetic things, but I never knew because we never, But that was something I'll never forget.
Yeah, she was at the England house.
That was kind of
interesting. Go back for a repeat performance?
They was at the England house.
Y'all one time only? One time only?
I mean, we had been flirting and all this stuff, and we lived in the same apartment complex, and then, it just kind of happened one day where I don't know. I think I went over to their apartment.
She was at the England house.
But when when everything got going, and then, they end up telling me when the pants came down that I didn't tell you this, but as you see, I have one leg. Do you want it on or do you want it off?
Oh my goodness.
And what did you say?
They was at the Iblet house.
She took it off. She said, take it off.
Shabba said, take it off. And that was the most awkwardest situation. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anyone, but that was an awkward situation because I did say take it off. And
oh wow.
That was really, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I could see.
Well, at least he was considerate.
I mean,
he was
He
considerate.
was, and you know, the leg, I'll tell you, leg ain't got nothing to do with other stuff, you know, but it was just the mental thing behind it. You know, it's like you get with a lady.
That could be hard.
And then all of a sudden you think she got all her teeth and she take them out. She take them out, put them on the dresser, and y'all getting ready. I mean, you gotta feel some kind of way, right? She didn't know.
So it's like that movie, I'm gonna get you, sucker. Remember the movie, I'm gonna get you, sucker?
Don't make me hop after you.
I mean, you need to know these things before you get. That's why you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, you guys, when you lay down. You gotta know what you're laying down with. Sylvia, stop. I can't imagine.
So I guess we gotta ask for. You gotta ask for their medical records, huh?
I mean, I just would prefer if you don't have, if your teeth come out. I think I need to know, baby. Just let me know. Don't spring the surprise on me right before you know you about to.
I'm not doing this with Donna.
And it may be a lovely situation. I heard that it's really nice without no teeth, but I'm just saying. Let a person know what you're dealing with when you got these issues. If you ain't got no limbs or you ain't got no teeth, don't just spring it on them when it's all heat and the bother going on. Now, I ain't telling y'all no more else of my business. I'm just saying.
I
don't know nothing about the teeth because I ain't never experienced it, but I did experience the leg. But so, and I'm not gonna say the question says, what was the wildest sexual position you tried
Donna,
that
thanks for
rocked
sharing.
your world?
Hey, Donna, thanks for sharing. Thanks for sharing that.
I'm just saying, it didn't rock my world. I mean, it was good. I ain't gonna lie, but it didn't rock my world. It did rock my world because it was like
you ain't never been before.
I never saw that coming. I never have ever in my adult years dealt with anybody that just didn't have a limb and I didn't know. And you already all in the heat of the passion. I mean, just think about it. What would you do? She took off her clothes and y'all about to do, and she, you know, maybe missing a hip, a leg, or something is gone. I mean, what would you do? I mean, really, not to be funny, but you know, would that put you in a compromised situation?
Just to make sure if the coochie is still there and it's good, we good.
Ben,
it'll make it easy.
But think about those who wait. Think about those who morally wait to have intercourse after marriage. So you have dated or talking to this person for a good year, and you engage them, and then shortly after the year you marry them, and you find out some stuff that they didn't take. Man, that's heartbreaking.
That's betrayal. That's betrayal. You'll feel betrayed.
I mean, you should, you know, and this is the rest of your life. You married, you're gonna be with. I mean, they should tell you, right?
Yeah.
If they miss,
you can have the choice. But you know, there's a lot of marriages where other people
called annulment, right?
Other people are disabled or probably have limbs. There's a lot of.
But you know about it, don't you? Don't you talk about it?
And that's a whole nother. You know, that's a whole nother thing, because if we're just talking about a hit and miss, and all of a sudden you done pulled your arm off and one of your legs, now you're dealing with. Well, you know, we dealing like you, Donna. Well, we done come this far. Why stop?
You know?
I'm like, take it off. Just take it off. Shabba
Here,
says,
let me
take
put
it
it
off.
over here. You know, you
just
just
go on and put it over there. We'll put it back on. When we
hang
get
it on the
through.
back of the door, like
You know,
did the
y'all
coat.
wrong. Y'all wrong. Y'all just wrong. Y'all wrong for
You
that.
know,
You know.
but shoot,
So
who
did you
knows?
ask him? Did you ask him? Did he need some help taking it off?
No,
No,
she took
I
it
was.
off. She
I-
took
Was
it
it
off.
below her? Was it
She
below
took
her?
it off. She took it off and probably
It
put it
was
over
from
her
the.
shoulder.
It was from the above the knee down.
Oh,
Huh?
dang.
So he had the
Okay.
little. He had the situation right here at the top. You know what I'm saying?
He had a real for real
So
stone.
he
they
was,
had a buckle.
and
They
we
had
was
a
on the
buckle on that
couch,
one.
and I mean the brother knew how. You know, it ain't like he had been doing this a long time without a leg
Obviously.
because he didn't have no problems. But
Uh-oh.
the problem was, you just should have told me this.
Were
I
y'all
wanna know.
Then he would have never got what he got.
Because it did really scare me, and it did really. It was like kind of like a turn off, but not a turn off, but a kind of like a turn off.
That was a turn off for you. That was one of them fear factors where you it kind of scared you a little bit, but it was kind of.
Wait a minute.
See, that's why I don't like telling the story, because y'all be doing too much. Oh, here go JJ. JJ coming in.
I know he ain't bringing his naked ass off.
JJ coming in at the
What's up,
last.
JJ?
I know he didn't bring his naked ass up in
JJ,
here.
we love you. You coming in at the last 5 minutes.
Had
We
to
talking
come in at y'all off the chain. I'm on here laughing. I had to come on here.
I know
We
your
love
naked
you.
ass
We
up.
miss you, JJ. JJ,
What's
they
up,
put me
man?
on blast. They put me on blast with the
Oh,
leg
JJ.
on. You know the
I'm
situation.
over here cracking up. I was like, "Are you serious right now?" I have to join in.
I
And I
am
gotta
serious.
I gotta
And
share my
I say, what was the wildest sexual position? Can you imagine you on the couch, person takes off the leg, and you trying to figure out how to, position some things, right? I was a thickalicious girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, wait a minute. Now this is very creative here, right?
Right.
And I mean, I just will never forget that. We made it happen, but it was quite because the little stub was kind of like.
I'm not doing this with her today.
When you in the heat, when you in the
Oh my
moment,
gosh.
when you in the moment, you be
I
surprised.
mean, I had a little drink and all that.
Yeah, but when you in the moment,
Yeah.
you
I
be
believe
surprised what counts.
But when you come, the next day when reality comes back and you really be sitting up there thinking about like, damn, because in the moment you just going with it. But when
That's
I really
right.
thought about
You gonna
it,
go
I'm like,
with it.
So you never talked about it again with the person? You never even talked to them again?
well, we was like high and by friends. It just not that.
Oh wow, you couldn't even have a conversation about that then, huh?
Hi.
Now she done switched to high and by. She done switched to high and by. They was
No,
real
you guys,
cool.
it's
They
not
was
like
real
that.
cool
JJ,
at the
see,
beginning.
JJ, they doing too much. JJ, they
No.
doing too much. They trying to make me.
Y'all
No,
are
JJ doing too much.
It was
On
like,
Facebook in that bathroom.
Huh?
I would
I
have
mean,
been like this.
you guys can't know. You have to experience certain things to say how you're gonna react. Now, think about put yourself in a situation as such.
I know some lady came to me and she had one leg. Shoot.
Oh shit.
It would have been, hey, I would ask her, what
Did
else
you-
I need
did
to
you-
put Hey, do I need to hang up your hair? Hang up, you got an arm I need to sit to the side? I done went and got a box and just collected all this stuff.
You know what?
I'm gonna get you. That's that. I'm gonna get you, son.
my
I'm
God.
gonna get you, son.
Then you get to the point where you just got a situation. You know what, John? You wrong.
Y'all
for that.
little
You
storage
wrong.
bin,
You
right?
just
on
have
the
a
side
box.
of the
You
How
just
you
have
gonna
a
put
box.
all her stuff in a
storage bin,
That
box?
way
right on
nothing
the
get
side of the
misplaced.
bed, yeah.
She might leave
Okay.
without something.
I don't want you to miss nothing, baby, in the middle of the night. Let me put all your
Y'all
things
wrong.
right
We know
here in
Boy.
this
we're not
apartment
making
right here.
light
Boy,
of
y'all
this.
gonna get struck. Y'all gonna get
Lord
struck
forgive
down. Y'all
us.
better stop
We're not
playing.
making fun. I want y'all to know,
All I'm
Donna.
saying
We're
is,
not making fun. This is a real life story. I'm really sharing the truth. Now I don't know about John and his box and his
Thank
limb.
you.
Hey, if I had one leg, I'm gonna come with a duffel bag and be like, here, just put my stuff in my duffel
I
bag,
think it's all right, but just let a person
and
know
I'll be good. I'll let you
because
know.
they need loving too. They can still operate from the middle. I mean, it ain't like everything dead.
I'm
So what
coming.
about
You
the
need to
colostomy
tell a
bag? Ain't the
person.
colostomy bag? No, what about dudes with the colostomy
Oh,
bag?
you're doing too much,
Can
Ben.
they,
Oh
Really.
yeah,
I mean,
Oh,
You
you
could have
ain't
took
got
this question
I don't know how
190
people
of the
degrees.
think
war.
that, to be
Oh
honest with you.
Lord.
Victim of the war, you know,
what
things
you say,
happen.
JJ?
I was saying I don't know how anybody can top that, to be honest with you. Like
I
my
Yeah,
story
that's
is not, I
yeah.
thought my story was interesting until I heard Jaws. I was like,
No, I
dang.
Well,
really
JJ,
had
you might as well throw it on in
discussion
there.
on
We
air.
want to know your wildest. We want to know your
Okay.
wildest sexual position too.
I can,
Well,
but I
I had an
refuse to talk about
experience
it on air.
and I don't mind sharing it.
He in that bathroom.
Yeah, I'm in the bathroom. Yeah, I am. This is the best place to be in
Shirt
right
off.
And he got his hair cut, and he gonna tell us some stuff.
And he took that shirt off.
Oh, you talking about you talking about that my live on Facebook.
Cutting the fool in that bathroom.
Oh, there's more to come. But
I ain't seen you gonna have to put that in the chat so I can see what that's all about.
Y'all let JJ say his story.
But this what happened. I hadn't gotten none in a long time. And I had to go babysit my auntie's kids.
Oh.
And I got on the bus and there was nobody on the bus. So I went all the way to the back of the bus and I did my thing. I did my tweet.
You did it on the bus?
On the bus.
You was by yourself with the bus driver was
time
looking in the rear view mirror. The bus driver was looking.
I got to Vallejo.
Wait, brother JJ, you did it to yourself?
I did it to myself on the bus. It was the most exhilarating experience because I just knew I was gonna get caught or something. Nothing happened. I finished and I got to the bus stop. I got off and that was it.
Damn, what the bus driver do?
The bus driver didn't do nothing. He didn't know
I mean,
nothing.
were you moaning and groaning? Were you making sounds?
Oh my God, Donna.
Were you quiet? Are you a quiet lover? What were you doing?
I was doing my oops, oh my. And you can
You said, oh my.
I was looking over to the left on the bus.
So you didn't expose yourself, did you?
Hey, did you?
No,
did
I
you
didn't. So if somebody came to the back of the bus, they wouldn't have seen nothing.
Did you have anything to catch the remnants? Or did you just let them spill on the floor?
He didn't pull it out, so it went down.
It
went down his leg.
Or did you just let it pull
on
just go on the floor?
Over me, so it wasn't nobody gonna see nothing.
Now that's pretty wild, JJ.
Yeah, that's gangster.
That's
gangster right there.
Wow.
That's real thug.
Gangster,
that's real thug
JJ.
thizzle right there. That's real thug thizzle.
AC Transit.
No, it was no, it wasn't AC Transit. There's a bus that goes from
to Vallejo.
From San Pablo to Vallejo. It's the 80 bus, and that's the one I went.
We want the date and time so we can report you.
No. We don't want the dates. No.
That's a pretty long ride.
Hey,
but JJ, so what was you thinking about in the
He
moment?
probably took a nap after that, huh?
I was thinking if I don't do
Sleep on the bus and miss the stop.
He took a nap afterwards.
I mean, were you looking at your phone?
I gotta go because my family keep calling me, but I had to say something.
We
I was
thank
like-
you, my brother, and we I still want to know more about this on the next show. So don't be hanging out. You got to be back next week because you're gonna tell us a little bit more. Because I like to know some things. I like to interview you. Would you like to be interviewed on my show?
Oh my goodness.
I love y'all. Just remember, I love y'all, and I'm coming back. I gotta groom all of this up and all of that. But I have to
All
Yeah.
right now.
All right,
We
JJ.
miss you. Thank you for coming in.
All right, bro.
Thanks for sharing.
No
I
problem.
miss you, Jay.
That's some weird shit right there, y'all.
That's
Weird
some
shit.
gangster.
What?
That's some
Got the
weird. That's some weird. I think I better end the show. This is like too much. They about to ban this show. Y'all just went to the left. We had a really good
man.
show. That's why I be trying to hold the sexual question for last. I can't. I just have to bring it, y'all. I have to bring it. But y'all rocked that one. Y'all really brought out some serious inner things that we have been going through and share. Sylvia's the only one that didn't share, and John.
I
No,
will.
John did share. Didn't you share,
I
John?
will tell you off air. I will tell you off air.
Yeah,
I will
that's not
do it.
fair. That's
No.
not fair.
Everybody
It's
That's
shared.
not fair.
I love y'all, but it won't be on air. No.
Sylvia didn't. Sylvia say
You know,
everything
Sylvia,
else.
you know Sylvia a freak, so she can't tell nobody her freaky. That's all it is.
Uh-oh.
She was so freaky, she can't tell nobody.
Not on air.
Sister
No.
Sylvia, will it help if you put a mask over your face and tell me?
Donna, no. But Donna, you know why I'm being quiet because the jackass might be watching.
He
You know,
said,
I wouldn't care if I
hey,
turned all the
Sylvia,
lights
put your
out.
mask on. Put your
It
mask
wouldn't-
on.
It wouldn't matter if I turned all the lights out. I mean, I
Oh,
don't.
man.
It wouldn't
That
matter.
was a good one, Keith.
It
Hey,
would not even
I'm gonna
matter.
start having masks for sale that say Donna Smith Show, hostess with the mostest. And I'm gonna give y'all one every show. So if you want to hide, you can hide. Okay.
Yeah,
That's how we
right.
gonna do it.
Conceal your identity.
That's the first time she ever had a closed mouth. I don't know what's going on. That must be a very, very. Woo. Yeah, you tell me after you and JJ owe me an explanation next show.
Nah, I can tell
JJ told.
And-
JJ told.
JJ came out.
It's her and John.
JJ was
the
watching
quiet
us.
kid.
He said he couldn't help it. He had to come in here and say
He
something. I
was
got
like, what? Yeah,
I
Come
gotta
on.
love him.
What happened to Brother John? Come on, yeah.
Brother
Oh,
John,
no, I ain't got no problem. Well, I mean,
You
it's been
got
a few situations, but one, I was at a club
Uh-oh.
and we was at the club. I was at the club and we were kicking it. And I remember it was kind of crowded. It was crowded in there. And I remember she just backed up to me. She came, she was in front of me at first talking and, kissing and carrying on. And
He
then,
was kissing you?
yeah, it was somebody I was with.
Oh.
Ain't no stranger gonna come kissing up on me. and I remember she undid my pants.
Uh-oh.
And
On the dance floor?
we were kind of like
On the wall.
on the side. No.
Backed up.
We were like against, you know how they have like the seats and they come like to the edge, like the end of the seats or whatever. So we was kind of standing right there and the dance floor was right there.
Yeah.
And we was kind of like on the edge of the booth or whatever. And
you remember what song was playing?
Huh? Man,
You remember what song was
that
playing?
wasn't important.
They could have been singing a national anthem. He wouldn't even heard it anyway.
So she was like dancing, and then she just turned around, and bam.
Did anybody see you? Did anybody notice you?
Well, it looked like we was dancing. It looked like, hey, I didn't care.
You didn't care. You didn't say, baby, stop.
No, I didn't say. What am I saying stop for? I wouldn't look here. Don't get don't get that wrong. I always tell you, I keep it real.
I know.
That name just I
I
had
know.
steak, I like steak, and I be wanting steak.
Filet mignon, baby. Filet mignon, baby.
But
That's that
yeah,
old school, raise the roof,
that she
damn.
so did. And I was just like, let's rock with it. Rock with it, rock with it.
But you know, the
Yeah.
alcohol will bring out the beast in
I
people.
was like that, so that was and everybody was right there. And I was
They was
like,
watching.
okay, I don't know who was watching. I'm focusing on me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, wow.
Was that so, baby? What you focus?
On me. Focus on me.
My
So,
focus was no, and so that was like
and the music was
it was an
drowning out any
experience.
noise or whatever. But that's
You
pretty
know what?
wild.
When you off into it, you ain't even tripping.
Yeah.
Once you go, you go.
It's
And that's
on,
just
it's
what it
on.
is.
Oh, you
That's
start,
pretty.
you start beating it down. You stayed in your lane. You didn't get all, oh yeah, ooh, you didn't do all that shit. You gotta stay in the lane, right?
Oh no, I had my hip action and my knees
Oh,
was.
snap.
Don't
Yeah,
get me
somebody
wrong.
saw your ass.
Shoot, I
They
ain't
put
coming
your
up.
ass on
If they did, shoot.
That's probably why a lot of our
A
men
couple
have
times
hip
I think I
problems
had the
now.
arm position, brother Keith.
You know
I had the
what?
arm
I like to
position.
know, John. I want to interview you too. What club were you at, my
Lord.
brother?
He is
Yeah.
popular.
You know, I think I was at the Silver Cloud on Lombard,
Oh, in the
or,
city?
or I was at I can't remember. Oh, you know where I was? I was at the wine cellars on Sutter. You know how
Oh,
you go down the
Sutter.
stairs, the brick stairs?
Yeah.
I was at the wine cellars.
It's all dark and stuff.
Straight up.
Was you holding
Man,
them
y'all
hips?
gangster.
Holding them hips.
Y'all
Man,
gangster, boy. Y'all.
hey,
Shit.
check out. It never spilled a drop.
Uh-oh. Now that's what I'm talking. Now that's OG for real. He said, and he
That's
didn't
OG
even.
for
I didn't
real.
even spill my drink.
That was.
And he
But
said
you
he
know,
had the hip action going too. So you
And
know
that
he
was
good.
that
Don't
was
forget
the
he
the
rough
hand.
day, huh?
He had the hand going too.
Oh yeah, I told you I had the back action for a minute. You know,
John,
Had
stop it.
that arm rest on that back, huh?
right to
Where
the
you
beat.
going, girl? Come
Boom,
here.
right. I rocked it to the beat.
Y'all stupid.
I couldn't give her none of this, but I was able to get.
Hey, that arm.
Yeah, you.
Man, you guys made my night.
That
You
was that's them them early days. You didn't
them was in the
really
early days.
you didn't care. You was out wilding and
Enjoying yourself.
enjoying life.
Enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Well, we gonna have an after party. YouTube Live, we got a peace out. They didn't have me go overtime tonight, but I hope y'all enjoyed this show. Grown Folk Talk at its finest. I want to thank my panel again: Benjamin Smith, Keith Mitchell, John Timothy Mills, Lord, and Sylvia Hackman, and also JJ, who stopped in to give us the 411 on his bus ride experience. Okay. I want y'all to share, tell a friend, subscribe, come back next week. We do this every Sunday, 6:30 Zoom, 7 p.m. YouTube Live. And we will see you. What is next week's date? We're going to see y'all next week, December 19th. We're getting down to the wire. We're getting ready to go into the new year. But I will be here next Sunday.